This is a Full Circle Podcast Show production. Crime.
Let's get it together.
Education.
Let's get it together.
Marriage.
Let's get it together.
Politics.
Let's get it together. Full circle.
Poverty.
Let's get it together.
Race.
Let's get it together. Full circle.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Full Circle Podcast Show, episode number 52. I am Darryl McCullough, and I am joined with the fitness guru because Carmen is off today. My sister has some things going on, so we want to send out our prayers to her and her family.
Love you, Carmen.
Love you, baby.
But the fitness guru, Erica D. White, is here. How are you, Erica?
I am doing fantastic. How are you doing, Darryl?
I'm doing all right. So we're going to have some fun today. We are joined with our in-studio guest, Cheryl Leonard. She is the creator, producer, and host of...
Cheryl Sunshine Leonard.
Wow.
Sunshine.
There you go. She is a very busy person. She's the creator, producer, and host of the Glass City Grind.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's a certified fitness instructor. I mean, hey, I'm going to give you a chance to talk about yourself. So, and I know you could do a much better job than me. But we also have another in-studio guest, Archie Beasley, who's one of the partners of the Three Kings Clothing and also one of our sponsors. What's going on, Archie?
Everything is all good. ThreeKingsClothing.com. Come on and check us out because we are the Stay Ready All-Stars in the building.
Absolutely. So before we begin, let me give Cheryl time. Tell our audience about you, please.
Hi. Well, I'm so glad to be here. Thank you guys so much for allowing me to come on, especially not knowing if I'm going to be too sassy or too nice. Thank you for that.
Wow.
Okay. I just want to put it out there.
Yeah.
Sometimes I can be sassy.
All right.
So yes, thanks for having me on. I do the TV show, The Glass City Grind, which is locally owned here in the Toledo area, locally produced. We just like to showcase the surrounding areas here. We like to showcase artists, musicians, business. We kind of do skits and variety. I stay busy with that. That's the most that I do. I have two children who actually, they rule and reign my life, and they have for 18 years, so I love them, and I stay focused on them. And other than that, I dibble and dabble in my fitness still, which is how I know Erica originally. And, I'm a single mom out here trying to make it.
Wow. Now, how long have you been doing the Glass City Grind?
This is our third season.
Wow. Okay. Congrats.
Third season.
Very good.
So,
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you so much. Because, it is a grind out there. And that's one of the reasons we did the show, too, is, everybody's got a lot going on in the world, good, bad, and indifferent. And this is kind of a little dose to get you through your weekly grind. You can, we try to stay light. We try to stay happy.
The show is amazing.
Yeah, I saw the show has a lot of excitement.
Derek Gant is your co-host.
Yes, we revamped it this year, so we have a house DJ,
It's the
DJ
24
Academic.
Karat life, right?
Yes, and then
24 karat
Derek
girl.
Gant. Hey, Derek Gant. Smart
Yeah, hey,
money
Derek.
manager. Hey,
I
Derek,
sent you
come
a
on.
friend request when I got connected with Cheryl.
Wow,
You haven't
can you
responded.
not do that to our
Oh,
friend?
Derek, we will get you. He's
Okay.
kind of uppity like that, and he's
Wow.
real. And he's real. What's
He
funny-
doesn't do double chocolate.
Well, he must
You're
be.
chocolate.
He seems like my kind of guy if he's uppity.
I was about
Listen,
to
but
He
say.
don't do double
He
chocolate.
is uppity, and he's real structured, and sometimes we even tease. What's
Wait,
going on
I'm
here?
sorry. Pause. Pause.
We
My
have a
fault.
situation at hand.
Oh gosh.
What's happening? Let me see
Go
what's in
ahead,
this
Archie.
water.
Go ahead, Archie.
Oh, nothing.
But
You know how Morris Chestnut, like he is the chocolate brother in all the movies. When Derek is around, he is the chocolate brother. So he's not going to do double chocolate.
Wow.
He's not going to accept your friend request.
well, what about chocolate that's vanilla on the inside?
That is what Derek is to me.
Oh.
I'm like, thank you for being. I hope this doesn't offend anyone, but thank you for being the white person on our show because we're
Wow.
very diverse.
Right.
That's one thing that I am. So we made sure the show has a lot of different flavor, a lot of different
excellent
diversity.
show.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Now, what channel does it come on at what time?
It comes on Buckeye Broadband, channel 69.
Okay.
Hey, now.
Every Saturday at 8,
Kinda
Sundays
kinky
at
there.
noon.
69.
Yes.
Did you guys choose that on purpose?
Well, no.
It just worked out that way.
I know.
It just
Who
worked
knew?
out that way.
However, we all seem to like it, so it's fine.
Awesome.
I'm glad you
Awesome.
didn't do what the rappers do, and you thank God for that. Thank
yeah.
you for not doing that.
Well, I can't.
I like to thank God
Thank
for
you,
that.
God. We'd like to thank you, God, for Channel 69.
Wow. Now, Archie, what you got going on?
Listen, we have the biggest Christmas, New Year's sales going on right now at 3kingsclothings.com. Please go ahead and check us out. We will get you all the way together. We have the Toledo 419 shirts. We have the Stay Ready All-Star shirts. We have the I Am My Motivation shirts because I am my motivation. You dig?
Say that.
So I
Say
am my
that.
motivation.
Do you have
So,
any shirts that say White Lives Matter or anything like that?
You know what? We do not. We have.
I can't.
We do have a shirt
Do
that
not
says
comment.
resist.
Oh, you do?
Yes, we
Okay.
do. With-
And actually, and you have the Colin Kaepernick shirts.
absolutely.
Now, who's that?
Look,
I've heard a lot about that.
Please.
I've heard that name. Who is that?
Please
Who is he?
don't.
Well,
Waste
Colin
your
Kaepernick
time,
is,
Archie.
you know what, I'm not.
Archie.
You know what, he's a former NFL quarterback who's going to own the Carolina Panthers since their
Yeah.
racist owner is
I heard he was a
kicked
third.
out of
I heard he
there.
was a
Really? I didn't
third
know that
ranked.
part.
I thought he was a
He's
third ranked quarterback.
No,
So that's your team,
Not
the
at all.
Browns. You're thinking of
okay.
the Browns.
You know what? I got a question for you though, because Archie, you know you're joining us in Carmen's Place. We greatly appreciate that.
Absolutely.
And for our January 2nd show, most likely one of you, if not all of you, will be joining us again. What you got going on, man? What you got going on?
Listen, we have the Full Circle podcast coming up, and we're going to be filming on January 4th. And what it's going to turn into is a free-flowing discussion of all sorts of topics. It's going to be style, it's going to be fashion, it's going to be sports, it's going to be politics, it's going to be relationships. It's going to be all the things that people are talking about in barbershops, beauty salons, on the line at work, in the boardroom, you know, all the slapping of asses that are going on in these boardrooms. You know, we're going to
Now that's going to be the title of your podcast is going to be the Round Table Podcast, correct?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, and I believe it's going to be produced by me. We haven't.
Well, that's done.
Agreed.
You are going to be produced.
Oh, we just had a
well,
deal made right here.
Deals made on.
Yes.
Deals are solidified right here.
Right here, shaking
Awesome,
of
brother.
the hands, love it.
Awesome.
We appreciate you.
Beautiful.
We really do.
That
Okay.
sounds exciting.
It is. It
I
is.
know.
We're gonna
And
have
scary, to be honest.
Listen, you know what? With my guys, the Three Kings, we're not scared of anything. We're not afraid to take on any topic, anything, or anybody because when we come together, we form like Voltron.
Oh, you don't want any sponsors? Okay. Got it.
There would be our right business
Got
guy talking.
Our business model will have tons of
So let me
sponsors.
ask Archie, if you don't mind, what has been your hottest selling? Has it been the Colin Kaepernick, or has it been My Motivation, or
No.
the Dorothy Dandridge?
You know what?
Wow.
The I Am My Motivations have been one of the most consistent sellers. Also, here locally, we have I'm So 419 with the state of Ohio, you know, highlighting Toledo, highlighting our area code, our area. Also, we have a smoker of a hot seller going on right now. It's the Toledo 419 shirt that has the skyline and the sky of Toledo in the underlay. I promise you, go to 3kingsclothings.com and check it out. I promise you, you will not be disappointed.
So what are, and I'm going to go in there and see the sales, and that's what's going on. And I can get that too?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. Please do. Please do. Come on and check us out.
I missed I missed Thanksgiving, so I can still clean up.
Yes, you can. Yes,
Okay,
you can.
good,
You will
good.
be able to clean up all the way up until the new year.
Okay. He said
Yay.
then he's cutting me off.
Oh my
Friends and
goodness.
family discount is over.
Wow.
We'll
Black
hook you up
people,
a little
don't
bit
ask for
later.
that discount past that day.
Listen, and that's going to be one of the first topics on the Roundtable podcast: the hookup culture.
Oh.
Wow.
Why you got to come at me like that at your first show?
Listen, we got to
you
let
like
people.
it, Eric.
The only thing about
All right.
the only
I do
word
like
of
the
advice
hookup.
that I will give
I do like the hookup.
is don't show your hand before you. What is it? Because if you tell your title ahead of time, then other podcasters be like, "Whoa, I like that," but they're not going to do it the way that you're going to do it.
Absolutely not.
So beautiful.
And we appreciate you putting us on and for the opportunity to come up in 2018 and put Three Kings Clothing and our podcast out there and our brand and bring along all of our friends and family into 2018 and beyond.
Awesome, awesome.
great.
So I'm going to get into some of those things in a little little bit of in a few minutes. But Erica, you want to take us into the next?
So let's get ready to have another fun and exciting show from the perspective of liberal, conservative, and independent state of mind. And we're going to say progressive. So that's me. I just want to give some little, shout out to myself there. But today's topic that we chose to discuss is get your man out my inbox.
Okay.
Get them DMs out of there, baby.
I said, get a control of your
That's
man,
right.
girl.
Yank that neck. Put the choke on it. And as always, we should have some interesting calling guests to give their opinions also on this topic. But before we begin, we want to thank everyone for the shout outs, listening, and sharing our episodes with their friends and family. Also for liking our Facebook page and subscribing to us on iTunes, Stitcher, and our YouTube channel. And I like to bring up that we are monetized now.
Absolutely.
I haven't seen any checks or anything, not even handwritten checks.
You know me.
I ain't got no bitcoins. I ain't got no bitcoin. Did you hear about the guy though that is in trouble right now?
Cheese,
He was
Chuck
giving
E.
out
Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese tokens, and he
Yes.
made $1 million.
Yes.
I didn't even get no Chuck E. Cheese
Wow.
tokens. What's
Well,
up?
there's some
Bitcoin
red
me,
tape,
baby.
that we have to put together.
Oh.
But I got
Okay.
you.
You
Red
got me.
tape.
But until then, baby, this core water gonna work out just fine.
Yes, thank you.
Hydration.
There was some other water that was very tempting. It was on sale for like 59 cents.
It
And
just
I
said water. It
What?
just said water on it.
Yeah. Black and white. Yep.
Great value.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
But hey, we want to thank everybody for liking our Facebook page and subscribing to us
I
on
had already
iTunes
said
and
that.
Stitcher and YouTube. Did you say that?
Yeah,
I
He
didn't
just
see
wanted
it.
to he just wanted to reiterate
no, he
it.
likes
It's
likes
fine.
to.
But
Daryl is trying to be me.
but
That's okay.
because of that,
Thank
Get
do
it
that.
in with the light skin.
because of what we've done, I got some good news and I got some bad news.
What's up, D?
Oh.
What's up, D?
The good news is that when I mentioned iTunes and Stitcher and YouTube, now we're on Spotify,
Oh, shoot.
and it people are making it seem like it's really a big
Making
deal.
money moves.
I'm not gonna say that it's a.
Why
it
didn't
wasn't
you drop some
difficult.
Cardi B in there when you said that?
But it's semi a big deal. Put it that way, because Spotify is kind of competing with iTunes. And you
Daryl,
have to
what
have
does that
certain.
mean? What does it mean? Like, drop it on me right now. Is it like Cardi B when she dropped that?
I don't know
Is it
who.
like Bodak Yellow?
I don't know who you're talking about.
Oh.
But
I'm
And he doesn't.
Spotify is a new major player in streaming music.
just skip right
So,
over what I'm
um,
I make money.
it's like we had to fill out paperwork and different things like that to get on Spotify. I try to tell people when they do a podcast, all this, we want to do sound effects and music and play Jay-Z, but we
No.
do not own the rights to that. And when you do that, Spotify will not deal with you.
Oh, really? So we can't play Cardi B?
No.
I don't know who Cardi B is.
Okay, never mind.
But so that's a good thing. We own the music, of course, the song that Carmen and I sang for the intro. We own that, so we're good.
Okay.
Any way that we can find another way to get downloads for our show, this is great.
Nice job, D. I'm proud of you,
well,
man.
well, why do we need Spotify? Because here's the bad news. The bad news is, as far as 2018, we are no longer affiliated with our friends at podcastjuice.net.
Not that.
The
What did he say?
podcastjuice.net.
Oh, because your list had got things like really confusing. Or
No, seriously. Please let's not talk about Lisp.
This list, did you get that too,
Wait,
Archie?
wait,
I
wait.
was like, what did he say?
Now,
She's had coffee, so she's a little bit wound up. How do you deal with her on
Well,
a weekly basis?
as I
And she's my
mentioned,
girl.
we're not affiliated with them anymore. They have really been great helping us for about
'cause we're
25
black?
episodes. We got time restraints. We got to tighten it up.
Okay,
we
I'm
got to
sorry.
tighten it up.
Okay.
And this is kind of personal because they have really helped us for a long time. And there's no love lost. They're just going into a different direction. They're going to focus more on their core audience, which is everything Prince. So Michael Dean, we want to give a big shout out to you for thanking the Full Circle Podcast Show. But now it's time for the Full Circle Podcast Show to stand on our own two podcasting feet. I hope that they are, because they have introduced us to a group, that we won't lose that group for our download numbers. But it's time for us to stand up. So 2018 will be a challenging year for the Full Circle Podcast Show, but we will be fine, I'm sure.
Yeah, great. Congratulations.
Well, great. Okay. You ready to go?
I guess I'm kind of shocked right now, okay?
No, I mean, we'll be fine.
I feel fine. But I'm standing on your two legs because I'm like a cheerleader. I'm a little heavy right now.
Oh.
I'm a thick cheerleader.
No, but it's like this.
go.
You coming on with the team.
Right.
You bring something to the team. Carmen brings something
It's
to
a
the
great team.
You know, so we have to reach out to our people, our core audience, so that they will
support. We need
support us.
That's right.
That's
we
all.
got it. We got it. Well, we want to thank Toledo's own Three Kings Clothing with Archie right up in the house.
Right here.
I'm sitting next to sitting next to the man.
Because the man is right. The man is
Better
right here.
recognize.
Yeah.
That's right. This is an apparel company that supplies those mediums, so you better get out there. Quality clothing.
Quality.
That's right. Quality.
Quality
With
clothing.
a connection to pop culture and current events. So please visit them at www.Kings with an S clothing.com, or you can find them on Facebook at Three Kings Clothing, and please like their page. Those likes mean something.
Yes, they do.
And of course, we have more slots open. We need you guys for sponsors. So again, those spots are going fast. And if you're interested, you can contact us at Full Circle Podcast Show at gmail.com. Again, Full Circle Podcast Show at gmail.com. So, Darryl, you ready, guys?
Yeah.
Archie,
Let's
Cheryl,
go. Let's
let's
go.
get right into the show. What's going on in the world?
Well, briefly, we'll talk about last podcast as we always do. Our last podcast was sexual harassment. Don't point that thing at me. That's another thing. You have to watch what you say in your titles because of the sexual harassment. YouTube looks at, they say, okay, it has sex in it, and it's don't point that thing at me, so we can't monetize that episode.
Oh.
You have
What
to be.
happened?
You have to go through a review board, and then they will say, okay, well, it's cool, we'll monetize this. But you have to be careful of what you have in your title. And you know as well as I know that there's nothing bad about our episode. You know what I'm saying?
No, it wasn't. I didn't choose that title.
But you know, when you got a gazillion people wanting to be on your channel,
Right.
you know, they got those things and it says, okay, buzzwords, no.
Right.
You know?
But
So
you can
even
still
that alludes to a sexual something happened, so they won't even monetize.
Right.
that
But there
particular
are people
episode.
who say, look, I'm going to do a sex episode. I don't want it to be monetized, but it will give me the attention
Yes.
that our channel needs, and then they'll go to everything else. So it's a
Okay.
give and take.
Yeah.
And I don't
Yeah.
think we were going for attention. This episode
No.
was very good with the
Oh, we had to.
from all sides. And the only thing that I said with this is that, and I hope you don't mind me sharing this, is that it was more of our opinion rather than having someone on from HR or someone on as an attorney to tell people where to go. So, but it was more of an opinionated show. We did not. We took on the issue in a different way. So if you want to hear it, we did not make light of the issue at all. But we gave more of our opinions about how we felt about it. And I think that coming from an aspect of someone that hasn't been sexually harassed, but that works in an environment with people from an equality standpoint, that I was able to give some feedback. But it was a good show. So where are we with numbers right now on that, Darryl?
Well, we're pretty close to 400 downloads, which is pretty much where we've been mainlining. Of course, we've been up to about 2,000, but that's our core audience. We're right around 400 with that.
Okay.
And excuse me, again, it was something that we had to address. And this is such a hot thing. And I believe we got this in the notes, but you know, recently Tavis Smiley, every day it's somebody new. So
You see all the new act. What is it? Not me. Yes, you. Was me. Could be you. You see, they're just. It's becoming to a point to me now that and one of the memes that truly offends me, they have out of Pepe Le Pew, and they're showing. Remember, he used to grab the female, the feline, and he would grab her and he'd be like, "Ooh, and and this is joke out that now she's filed she's filed a lawsuit or a sexual harassment. To me, that's making light of the subject. It is a very real subject. We
Right,
have like
right.
Meryl Streep coming out and saying, "Hey, it's okay," and I can't think of the lady's name right off the top of my head. I know we can look that up. Where she's like, I don't want to get in an argument with you.
McGowan, Rose?
Yes, Rose McGowan. She doesn't want to argue with her. She said, I totally support that. And so we have to be very careful in a culture that as a female, you should be not by no means at all putting up that Pepe Le Pew thing and thinking it's funny. It's not funny because just because it doesn't affect you doesn't mean that that's hurtful to someone else. It's the same thing that we complain about, and I'll say as African Americans or indigenous people, or that
Please don't say that word on this show. And I don't ban too many words. Please don't say indigenous or fruition.
Fruition.
You know, I hate those
or
words.
the N-word. He doesn't like the N-word.
Or the N-word.
Yep,
Please.
Those are
But we
your
have
three.
to be sensitive what we put up, and I think that I don't know if you saw it. I don't like it, and I think we should be very careful about what we do as far as when it comes to and making these hashtags about those, and especially what is the black quarterback that gave everybody the lipstick vibrators, and he's like, "Oh, that wasn't sexual harassment."
Well, actually, he was a defensive lineman. Is Warren Sapp at the NFL Network, and yeah, at Christmas he's giving out vibrators to his female
He
co-workers.
thought they were cute.
yeah, that's
Give
not
yourself
nice.
that.
Yeah, that's a little
Give
bit
it to
much.
your wife or your
Now I'm going to
girlfriend.
go over here and I'm going to come right back.
Okay, where you
Okay.
going?
Archie has been teaching me how to do the black handshake, and I'm kind of getting there. I'm also watching
handshake.
sports.
I didn't know there was a
just-
black
He's watching
handshake.
sports.
I'm also watching sports. Okay,
Okay.
so I watched the Pittsburgh Steelers game when they played the Patriots.
They were robbed.
And the guy had this mouthpiece in, and it was pink. And I'm like, okay, that looks kind of like Sambo to me. Am I wrong?
No. You are wrong. It's just a mouthpiece. That's all.
But I saw it on the internet, and there were people saying the same thing, and I was like, why would they go with that? And I understand it's for breast cancer and everything, and I was like, it just rubbed me the wrong way.
The optics of it aren't good, but it was a breast cancer type of awareness type of thing. That's one of the only things that the No Fun League allows the players to give expression towards. As far as a cause, breast cancer is one of the things that they allow.
Okay.
So
You got a problem with the tatas?
No, absolutely not.
I have no problem with the tatas.
Now going
I
back
love
to
the tatas,
talking
by
about
the way.
sexual harassment, Erica, you had said something a couple shows ago. You said, look, Darryl, because it's not happening to you doesn't mean that it's not happening to other people in the world, okay?
Correct.
So you just said it again, which is a very good and valid point. And I told you when we did the sexual harassment show, I wanted the ladies to take the lead because I can't really speak on that. I have an opinion, but I
respected that. I appreciate
don't
that.
want the women who have been sexually harassed and are going through traumatic experiences to be clumped in with what I think is somewhat of an agenda.
Darryl, can I cut in for just a second? You're talking about sexual harassment, which is definitely an ugly thing. But see, some of the things that are going on out here are sexual assault. And that's a whole different ball game too. See, what's happening right now is, in my opinion, as a guy watching these things, is everything is kind of getting lumped into one big gumbo. And there are scales of things. There could be verbal abuse, verbal sexual assault.
Yeah, we looked at the three ways that it comes.
Yeah, the passive touching. But then, some of these men are out here totally assaulting women, locking women in offices like Matt Lauer, and
don't forget Anita Hill. What was the one he left his curly Q on her pop?
Yeah, a Supreme Court Justice,
He
Clarence
left his
Thomas.
pubic
Clarence
hair
Thomas.
on
Yes.
her pop. That was
Yeah.
his
I don't have a problem with those.
pubic
My
hair?
concern
I have a
isn't
big
that.
problem
My
with pubic
concern
hair.
is,
What?
my concern is, do you think because
What the hell?
there's such an influx of these allegations that
I'm gonna need you to go back and explain why you ain't got a problem with
no,
that.
I don't have a problem with,
Oh, with the
when
people.
somebody is doing wrong and them
Okay.
being
Oh, okay.
uh,
I was about to flip
you know,
on the table. I'm about to bring the table up.
and then them being punished to the fullest extent of the law.
Okay,
I'm
there
talking
we go.
about the culture that is in the world, in the workplace right now, where I don't want to hug anybody. I don't want to. I'm very
You
sensitive.
don't need to hug anybody at
Well-
work, Darryl.
I'm a hugger. I hug.
No, you won't need to hug nobody at work, Darryl.
Okay, my fault.
But like tonight, when I met him, for
This ain't
example,
work.
but it is.
And
kind
you ain't
of
got
work.
a, you
It
ain't
is
got a
kind of work.
mush church hug. When you come together, you see
Oh, girl,
the water
church is where
bottle?
it's at. Please.
You keep the private neck
But
down.
you understand what I'm
neck
saying.
Down,
Yeah.
don't
I understand
touch.
what you're saying because I'm also like when people come on my TV show or when I came here, I did normally I would have hugged you immediately. I did shake your hand tonight. And then a few minutes later, I was
I ain't
like,
hugging
well,
y'all.
hi. You know, I think
Archie,
even
did
for
we
a
hug?
female.
We didn't hug, did we?
No, we did not.
didn't
We
hug.
did. We all hugged, girl.
I
We
don't know.
all,
I don't know
okay. We
Archie
all
like
agreed.
that
There was
yet.
no
I don't know
sexual
Archie like
harassment
that. And when
going
me and
on.
Archie hug, it's gonna be shoulder up,
all the
shoulder
way.
up, right?
Shoulder
Side,
lean.
side,
Shoulder
side.
lean like
No
that.
full frontal.
Yep, the little church hug, like I hug my pastor. We hugging like the
The pastor don't need to hug nobody.
That's right. Just the fingers,
Neither
just
one.
fingertips.
The pastor
we don't
said-
need to get to talking about
You
these
don't
pastors.
need
Don't
to
let's not
hug
talk about
people
church
at
people.
work.
Man, listen.
Well, but even at
Hug
work,
people at church and at home.
but even like for me,
And don't hug
I work
from
on a set
behind,
with
it's
all
nasty.
guys, and so I've even thought like
you
sometimes
hug
we
from behind,
tease
Cheryl?
or there's innuendos or little things.
She skipped it.
I watch now. I feel like every time we say something, I'm like, okay, now nobody thinks anybody's sexual harassment. I think it's really changed, and a lot of it for a more positive because it's happened to more females over the years. But there are males that get sexually harassed too. I just think they may not mind as much.
Right, right.
Men like it. They like
Right.
it.
But I think too, like I read something or heard some people discussing it, and one of their things about it was, when is it really sexual harassment, which is totally different than being assaulted? How does a guy know if he's trying to flirt and he don't really know how to flirt right? Is it him starting to pressure her? Or is he supposed to go off how she feels?
It's off how the person, anytime that person feels uncomfortable,
Mm-hmm.
and you can tell by body language where I say, I'm not, then you need to back up. And that's the thing. People don't, they're not, they're focused on what they want and how they want to take it rather than if I'm touching Archie like this and Archie's moving his hand, I don't continue to keep touching
And say,
him.
what's wrong? Well, let me
Yeah.
touch. Yeah.
Right.
But
I mean,
you also brought up a point where you said it's about power and how much control they have.
Right.
Like you said, if the garbage man whistles at you, which
don't
I
care
had
about
a
the
problem
garbage
with what
man.
you said. You said if the garbage man whistles at you,
Right.
it's not a big deal. But if your manager does it, it's a big deal.
Yes.
But I said both of them are harassment.
Yeah, really they
different.
are.
And
You feel
and then
more
street
subjective.
harassment, though. Oh, go ahead.
No, go right ahead.
No.
Go ahead. Bring it up, Archie.
When the garbage man does it, it's street harassment. Like the guy standing in front of the store, the cat calling and all that kind
Yes.
of thing. It's harassment. It makes a woman uncomfortable. She wants to go across the street and get away from that type of atmosphere because her safety is
Right.
in jeopardy. You know, so it.
Or you be like,
it's
don't make me call the city on you, boy. You better take that trash and get moving.
It's a big deal all the way, but when it's a power
Say something
dynamic,
again. Say something.
Wow.
Yeah, when there's
But
a
your
power
boss,
dynamic, it
but
makes
what
it
can you
even that
say to
much
your
worse.
boss? See, I can say something to that trash man, just like I said. I have no power to say anything to my boss. I've got to go through all these things, type up all these letters, and I have to deal with retaliation. My garbage man, the worst he gonna do, maybe I leave my trash here a couple Sundays
Okay.
in a row, you know.
Well, I got a couple things to cover, and then I think if I do it and we do it quickly, even though this is going to be meaty, as we progress, we may be able to catch up.
Meaty.
Okay.
But
Meaty.
Meaty as in with a lot of fat on it, or meaty as in lean, cuts of choice.
okay,
Love her.
one other thing I want to bring up briefly before we get into
like
politics.
Darryl.
Before we get into politics,
Okay.
again, I told you I'm into sports, so I was watching the Herd Show, and he was going
Why in the
off.
world would you watch that?
What does
I
the
like
sports
Herd.
and the
Of
Herd
course you
show
would.
have to do with the
Of,
tweet?
of course you would. You would like Herd. Out of all the sports programming out here in the whole wide world, you find
said it all.
that moron.
In the
But wait a
WWE.
minute.
That guy's a moron.
Wait a second.
He's an idiot.
Archie.
There's going to be a fight.
All that we've been through.
Archie is spitting, y'all. Archie
this is what's gonna take it over the line.
line.
You know what? You
Cheryl
probably
got
like
spit on.
Jason Whitlock too.
Okay.
But he don't like
I'm
Don
gonna go.
Lemon.
I'm gonna go number one. I'm gonna go number one. Number one, I like the Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp.
Okay.
That's number one.
Okay.
If I can deal with all the yelling, I'll go with First Take,
Okay.
and then I'll go with Herd.
Okay.
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 But I was
Shaq?
now,
Is that
but
okay
this
with
is
you?
That's fine
Where's Shaq?
because you know Skip and Shannon show. Shannon Sharp is very conscious. He's very sharp. He stays on top of Skip. He makes sure that the show goes in a good direction. That Herd gentleman, he's a moron.
well. This is probably gonna make
I
it
love
make
Archie.
you. This is
My
probably gonna
brother,
make you
man.
think he's more of a moron. But this is what he said today. He said everybody's talking about Kobe Bryant and Donald Trump and things
Kobe
like that,
Bryant? Kobe
and these
Bryant?
should not be the lead stories for today. He said the lead story nobody's talking about, and it was the UFO sighting that a former Pentagon official brought up, and I was like, nobody's talking about UFOs. This is ridiculous.
Throw at Darryl.
It was on CNN. I went to CNN on purpose because everybody gives me a grief because I'm on Fox News. I went to CNN. It was right there. They're talking about UFOs and all these sightings. This is insane.
We're wasting time on
Did
this
you just
podcast
say
show
that you? Did you
with
say
the
out loud you're
distraction.
about
This
Fox News?
was
Are you
on
okay?
CNN. Go to the
This is a
CNN.
distraction for the American people.
You think?
I
It's a
did
distraction.
see the UFO thing.
Come
My
on,
parents
y'all.
had
Do
that on.
not get distracted with this. Please.
Why is
do not-
everything a distraction for Trump? These
Okay,
are things that are happening.
No, because fake news is the number one.
How is it fake
hated-
news and it's on
No.
CNN?
This is the fake news is the number one hated term now. So now they're
By
doing the UFO.
2007.
They're moving to UFOs.
I'm
now.
like, seriously, UFOs?
You
But,
guys.
all right, maybe I'll agree with you. Maybe I'll agree with
This
you.
is a distraction.
that an old
Please
tape,
do not.
too?
Don't fall
No,
off
this
the
is a
banana in
new
the
tape.
tailpipe.
That's a
Don't
new
fall
tape.
off the
You-
banana
Hold
in
on.
the tailpipe.
It was a fuzzy.
Wasn't it
Fuzzy,
old? I
fuzzy.
thought.
It was fuzzy. Hold on. They have actual sites. You remember this where they saw this object go straight up. They filmed it in California. They saw it in Russia. They filmed it, I think, over New Zealand. It went straight up and over. But they said that was just an airplane. It was clear as day. They had real people filming it. But this fuzzy stuff, they paying millions of dollars for top of the line equipment, and it's fuzzy. And you have fat people talking about, not that fat people. I mean, that's probably wrong to say, but
Well, there you go.
but they look like they pulled them out of like 7-Eleven and said, come in and sit down and talk and put on this jacket. And they're like, it was.
Well, you
I've
know-
never seen anything like that
Like it
before in my
whole
life.
life.
Well, you
Right.
know who's talking
Yeah,
about it?
because this is not even your real job.
Who
You
is
were just bringing
Aaron
people up for
Rodgers?
cream
Aaron
donuts.
Rodgers.
Yeah.
He's a quarterback for Green Bay, correct?
That is correct.
He's the guy talking about he had a sighting. This is insane. I mean, what are they going to be talking about? Loch Ness Monster and Bigfoot?
Pretty
Right,
much.
Sasquatch. It's a distraction, Darryl. We need to be paying attention to what's going on with this tax reform. We need to pay attention to what's going on with collusion in Russia.
Well,
We got a lot
let's
of
get.
stuff.
Well,
I don't care about the F. And today down here walking and taking over and doing some stuff like I saw in what was it called with the Tom Cruise movie? What was that little movie called?
Well, it's on
Tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow never something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
the Tom Cruise
That one,
movie.
yeah. The Tom Cruise movie.
Until I see Tom Cruise running, because he's running every movie. Until I see Tom Cruise running, and there's some shooting at lasers. I don't want to see no fuzzy UFOs.
Well, I'm just letting you know it was not on Fox News. It was on CNN. So
You
hey,
know what? It was on every news
but if
channel.
Erica's saying it, it's a distraction.
It's a distraction, y'all. Don't
Let's
be
go
distracted.
to politics
Carmen
because
just texted me and told me it's a distraction.
Well,
Carmen
okay.
just texted me. She
Hey,
said
Carmen.
distraction, y'all.
I'm seeing that
said
the House has passed a new tax bill for tax release, and it's supposedly to help the
the
rich.
Republicans, y'all, not the House.
President Trump is expected to sign later tonight, if I understand. My concern is that this has a child credit tax that doubles, meaning that $2,000 per child. I'm having another baby.
Well,
I want
You
another
better
baby.
talk to your
are
wife
you
about
sexually
that.
harassing me about that right now?
I think you better talk to your wife
No,
about that.
and you know what? Now Nancy Pelosi, who's always starting trouble, she calls this bill Armageddon.
It is.
So, well, okay. I'm gonna give it a chance because I supported Donald Trump because I thought this businessman would run the government like a business. This is where I'm
we
seeing
don't
that.
need our government
Go.
run like a business.
It is getting run like his businesses. He's bankrupting us like he's bankrupted his own
government is
businesses
supposed to be run
over
by
and
the
over
people.
and over again.
A lot of businessmen, I'm not justifying it, bro.
Bro,
Oh shit.
Did I say it wrong? Bro,
You don't
brother.
refer to no black man
Brother.
as bro when you just said you supported Donald Trump.
I'm saying
offended twice.
Black people
I'm
have voted.
offended.
Black people have voted for Donald Trump. Not to mention.
No, you were the only black person I know that voted for Donald Trump. You and Carson. Oh, and Omarosa.
I was just saying maybe Omarosa.
Right, so the three
And
of
I'm
y'all
a- and- and look-
got together.
And I'm
The three of y'all
and I'm gonna tell you
Oreos
something.
got together and
please,
voted.
please go easy on my political crush. Okay, I have a major crush on Omarosa, so I would ask that you respect her.
bye, Felicia.
My face just got frozen.
I know. I'm
hard
like,
as hell.
I love my spot where I'm sitting because I'm like, I get to see you guys. I get to see him. It's
No,
great.
but I heard about her being handled ever so gently after she resigned from the White House.
No, that was the only part I was sure that she was a black woman when she got kicked out because she acted a fool.
Who says
she
that?
acted a fool?
Where are the cameras? Where are the pictures? Who says that she acted a fool?
Everyone
And
there.
she said that too. She said, if I
besides
really
her,
got kicked
it's
out,
amazing.
she said, maybe pictures.
You're at this big party, and everyone else said that you got kicked out and you acted a fool. They had to pull you off because you was trying to get all up in the Trump and please calling his daughter, but you're the only one talking. I was gently removed. You know she acted a fool, this Omarosa. And then she talking about her community and her people. Well, honey, we ain't never been your community, your people.
That is new.
She need to go find who they are, though. It ain't us.
Yeah, she need to find somebody.
Omarosa, let me tell you, honey, I don't know where they are, but you should go find. As Whoopi told her, we hope you find the baby. I'm praying for you every day.
Oh, my
Oh, one
goodness.
of your people's right here, girl, at the end of the table. Y'all should go run off together on a little island. Maybe Trump will have y'all pick some cotton or something.
Well, listen.
Maybe some Bitcoins.
Everything will be fine, Erica.
No, it will
and
not.
I've said this
You
before.
know, no, Darryl, because you have not read the bill. What you did is you watched TV. Did you know that they've cut health care for children? Do you understand that the corporate tax rate, if it's cut from 32% to 20%, how do you expect for infrastructure to happen in this country? Let me tell you something. There is no trickle down. It will not happen. When corporations, when they have money, they don't pay anymore to their workers. They take the money and they invest it for what they need and they pay their top. That's why we have hedge fund people. That's why you have people in the stock markets. They hoard that money. Let me tell you. So yesterday, Amtrak derailed. And we had the president then talking. He's a reactionary president. Then he talks about infrastructure. How are we going to build high-speed rail when you have lowered the corporate tax rate that helped build this country when we go back and look at the Roosevelt days? This is like Coolidge. He's going back beyond what Coolidge did, which you are taxing the people that have the least. You can't build any infrastructure. You cannot do anything in this country if we don't have taxes to do that. And now the taxes, the people that have the most are being taxed the least. And the people here at this table, which are the ending of the middle class, all of our tax cuts will be expiring.
Speak for yourself.
Let me break this
I
down.
take a cheese lunch sandwich to work every day. You do not know my bank account.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you what's going on right now. Period.
I'm broke. I'm broke.
This is the biggest money grab in the history of humanity. This is a heist that's going on. What they are doing is transferring wealth to the top 1%. And what they're going to do is to pay for it, they're going to take it from the big entitlement programs, Medicare and Social Security.
Please don't call those entitlement programs. I'm just going to have to correct you on that, my brother, because you pay into those.
I'm entitled to it because I paid into
Right,
it.
but
They're mine.
When they say entitlement, it's like
Like
government
it's giving
cheese.
it to you.
They're trying to say it's government, but you paid into these programs.
All this is...
You're entitled to them because you paid into them.
This is a kleptocracy. All they're doing is just stealing money for their friends, and what they're going to do to pay for it is they're going to take from Medicare and Social Security, and the least of us are going to be left with less and less and less. That's what's going on right now. And if people can feel good and go to sleep for voting for that, then you know what? Shame on them.
This tax bill is a $2.3 trillion
Heist.
trillion holiday gift for Wall Street, the rich, and the wealthy.
Where are you reading this information?
Conceived in darkness
From the
and
GAO,
birthed
from
with
the
the
Government
help of
Accounting
its
Office.
donors and funders.
From the GAO.
This bill
the
is not for the
nonpartisan
people.
GAO.
It is not tax reform. John Lewis.
Can you not? Why would you make that point and then you threw the pen, slammed the pen down?
Because you know what,
What?
Darryl? What you have to understand is it doesn't
I get
matter.
it. I
At
get
this
it.
point, we are not Republicans or Democrats. At this point, we are all people fighting for the same thing. I want to feed my children. I want to send my kids to college. I want to be able to go to the movies. The middle class is not boozing, buying women, and just going to movies. I do go to movies. So I know
Listen,
I don't want
We
to.
are doing a little
go
bit. I am paying right.
If my nephew breaks his leg, I don't want my cousin to go bankrupt trying to pay for a broken leg in a hospital.
Well, Archie,
right.
if you would give me 6 months, if you would give the president 6 months, I'm sure everything will be fine.
Don't your kids
Take your pen
Darryl.
back.
What?
Take your pen back. It does
And
not
take
look
your
well.
cheese sandwich. Take your
I
cheese
think
sandwich.
I've messed my doggone wrist up throwing that here. But look, let's move so we can kind of catch up. Let's move briefly into the entertainment.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Is
Absolutely.
Omarosa part of the entertainment?
We already talked about her.
The memes. Did you see a little meme with her walking away like the hell?
Yes,
Oh my gosh, I
yes,
did.
did.
I did.
You like that one?
I can't wait. She's going to write a book,
read
and I
it?
want to see what her book is going to be.
Would you read that one for me? Thanks.
Oh, yes, yes. We would like to thank Marmite Records. What's up? That's our producer. He gives us, make sure we stay on task.
What up, E?
They were produced by Eric Seals of Stone Soup Recording Studios in Maumee, Ohio. So any of you singers or musicians looking to record in a world-class studio, please visit www.stonesouprec.com. Or, hey, seriously, check him out on Facebook. Like his page. You can check out how it looks in here. It is the bomb. Or you can, of course, check our video when we throw it up again. And, we definitely want to say this, that did you know, and this is the bomb, did you see that Colin Kaepernick got the Muhammad Ali
Yeah, what is this?
Award?
What is this? What is this name? How do you pronounce his name?
Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick.
Okay.
And I want to add in,
Say it with me. Say it with me. Colin Kaepernick.
Colin Kaepernick.
and then to top it off,
Kaepernick.
Kaepernick.
while LeBron was in the Capitol, he wore that white and black shoe and he put equality on him. I mean, we got equality. I mean, let's swirl
And
it
you know
up,
what?
y'all.
And you know what?
That's right.
That was
Hands
amazing.
across America, baby.
Quiet
I
as
love
it is
that.
kept. He took those
Congratulations,
shoes. He
Colin.
took those shoes off because he was not playing well with those shoes on. Check it out.
But he made the statement.
Quiet as it is kept.
You know what? And I am so proud. LeBron James is
Do they still
our
say that?
political, social athlete of our time, along with Colin Kaepernick, and I'm proud of those brothers. They are saying it, they are doing it, and I'm happy to be
No,
here.
no. What he's doing is making a stand very quietly.
Who is that, sir?
If LeBron wears something on his shoes, that's not stopping anything.
Excuse
but
me,
you
sir.
protesting a game, that's what LeBron did it very professionally. LeBron is a businessman. Okay? LeBron is a businessman. He has things to lose. Colin Kaepernick has nothing to lose. He's a third-ranked quarterback who's looking for a job. So of course I would do anything to get a little attention. I get it.
You have it backwards.
Yes, sir.
LeBron James has nothing to lose because he's already entrenched into the fabric of society in sports. So his small gestures mean a whole bunch. Kaepernick being a starting level quarterback in the NFL, he's one of the best 32 people ever to do it in this time right now. He lost everything and he's still out there fighting for justice.
Why don't, so you mean to tell me the Browns don't need him?
Yes,
and,
they do.
And they're 0-14?
Yes, they do. The Bengals need him. There's 12 teams. The Houston Texans sure enough could need him. I could go down the line.
But they don't want the...
What they don't want is a guy who has brought the consciousness of the nation to their office, because that brings all the international media to them. And these people are cowards. They don't want to answer the questions. They don't want to get to the root causes of what Colin Kaepernick was standing for. He said, you know what? We want to be treated equal. We don't want the police to kill us unarmed. We're sick and tired of getting shot in the back.
And trust me, brother, I understand that. I do. I understand that. So valid.
And let
Valid.
me say something. Let me end with this and put that frosting on top of that big old cake you just baked. Is that along that journey, this man has did more for the community as African Americans and to bring this country together. And what he's been able to do has been more than he could ever do just playing football. And I give him what he's lost, he's gained. What you talk about materialistically, he's done
100-fold.
100-fold. And, and he's still
You know what?
giving.
You know what?
He's still giving support
The
to the
thing
Boys and
about
Girls
you,
Club.
the thing about you guys, you'll support somebody and you'll go all in, and then you find out that their history is terrible and everything. There'll be another
I
new
will
black
never
guy
change supporting
next
him.
month.
No, there won't.
And
Darryl.
all the black people will support them.
Darryl, do you have
What
a
happened to that
Muhammad
light-skinned
Ali
guy
Legacy Award?
with the
Do you have
green
a-
eyes that spoke at BET, and then everybody fell in love with him? And he turned out to be a big farce. What's that guy's name? And Carmen's in love with him. She worships
He's
him.
not a farce.
Yes.
He just got a white woman, but I was okay with that.
You let it slide.
Well,
Let's let it slide that he loves somebody.
right. I think that was a little overstep. You love who you love. I thought that was
Oh man.
because he wanted to. It was like because he said that he was less black because he fell in love with somebody white.
And he's sitting up there talking all that racial stuff, and his white mama sitting up there. How you think his mama's sitting up there feeling like, oh my God, I didn't know it was gonna get this racial?
You know what? She's proud of him standing up.
That's her.
Yeah.
Her son is black. I mean, it doesn't.
But she's white.
So what? She knew. Oh my God.
You
She
know-
knew her
you know what
son
you're
was
saying?
black when
You
she
know
got.
what you're saying
Oh
is
my God.
what you're saying is white people
Darryl.
won't stand up for justice. Is that what you're
Colin
is that what
Kaepernick's
you're
parents
intimating?
are white.
No,
Is that what you're intimating, that white people will not stand up for justice for black people? Is that what you're
No,
intimating?
no, they will. They will, because they'll be there on time. I go with that. I go with that. I go with that.
I'm taking it.
You know what? We have a caller on, so I'm gonna get into the national holiday.
Now I want to move seats.
I'm gonna get into the national holiday, and then we're gonna get our caller on. Caller, you there?
Yes, I'm here, guys.
Just hold on just for 2 minutes, dear.
I don't know why we
No
have to hold
problem.
on to for a fake holiday.
It's not a fake holiday, and it bothers me that you do not support the fact that this is a
Fake.
real website,
Fake news.
and they go out and they find these holidays and
It's fake news.
no. Now check out. Here's today's national holiday. Enough with the tattoos. We get it.
Huh?
Today's national holiday is Enough with the Tattoos. We get it day. I firmly support this holiday. I think tattoos is just too much. It's too many tattoos.
What is that?
That's the holiday.
The holiday
Stop it.
is tattoos?
It's too
Stop.
many tattoos.
Stop with the tattoos.
He didn't say that. I mean, what is too many tattoos?
More than two, it's too many.
Says who?
There's an overload of inkage on bodies now. Okay?
Load of inkage.
I love
Now,
that. Can you hashtag?
I'm proud to say that I'm a blank canvas.
I'm going to get that tattoo
When I
on
go
there,
to, like,
overload of inkage.
When I go to Cedar Point and they say, "Oh, I got to stamp your hand," don't stamp my hand. I don't want any ink on me.
Well,
I'm
probably
ink
wouldn't
free.
show up, Darryl. It probably wouldn't show up either.
Well, okay. I'm just letting you know.
You know what, Darryl?
Everybody, stop it with the tattoos.
You can't make
Point
rules for
taken.
other people because you don't want a tattoo.
Listen. All right. Anyway,
Yeah, anyway.
um,
Where's our caller?
caller, you there?
Skip that.
I am here, guys.
Okay, great. Listen.
Great.
This is Carla Ashley, correct?
Yes, it is. Thank
Carly-
you for having me.
Hey, Carly. Carla.
Is it Carla
Carla-
Ashley or
Carla
Ashley?
Ashley from New
Ashley.
York.
I combined it.
Ashley. Okay.
Carla is from the Love 183 Dating and Relationship Podcast.
Oh, shoot.
How are you doing today?
Oh, Carla.
I'm doing amazing. Hey, guys. Hey, girls.
We about to learn
Hey.
something up in here now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we up in the building. Thank you.
Wow. Now tell us about yourself, please. What you're in your show.
Myself and everything that I'm about. Well, I'm here based in New York City, and I just got the Love 183 podcast based off the ground 7 weeks ago. So I am really
Outstanding.
just diving completely into that, 7 episodes in. And what the Love 183 Dating and Relationship podcast really focuses on is teaching everyone to take control of their love journey, whatever phase they're at in life, whether you're single, whether you're in a relationship, whether you're working towards being married or you're engaged, wherever you are in your love journey, taking more control and accountability for your actions and the things that can come for the future for you. That's what I'm currently doing. I'm currently single by choice, and whether it's been
Are
by
you on
choice or
Snapchat?
not. I'm sorry?
You're single? Are you on Snapchat? I want to friend you.
I am not on Snapchat, but you can find me on Instagram at I am Carla
I'm not
Ashley.
I'm not on Snapchat.
Okay.
He only said that because you said you weren't on Snapchat.
I don't do the snap, but I believe you do already follow me on Facebook, and I'm on Instagram for those who are looking for me.
Oh, okay. Our producer said don't sexually harass the
Carla,
guests. I'm sorry.
Could you tell us what you are on Instagram, but don't tell Darryl?
No problem. Darryl, just don't listen to this, but my tag on Instagram is at I am Carla Ashley, and that's 1 A in the middle, not 2 A's. Carla Ashley.
Awesome.
All right.
Now we got a couple questions for you, Carla.
Sure.
As you know, today's topic is get your man
out my inbox.
out my
I
inbox.
love
Now,
Daryl's not
I
saying it
love
right.
it.
Because how you gonna say keep your man out my inbox? It just sounds really.
I said get your man out my
I know,
inbox.
but you should not be saying that. You need to let the ladies say that. Say,
Okay.
Get your man out my
That's
inbox.
us.
Do you really want to be
Yeah.
saying that?
There may be
I mean,
some
I-
men
I'm
in
not
his
saying
inbox.
Archie
that.
leaned back on the
I'm
table.
not
Archie was like,
saying
I ain't
that.
saying that title. You said
That's what you liberals
Not
want.
gonna
You want
happen.
all this. You want all these men liking men and women like. So I mean, that's what you
Get
want.
your
So
man out,
what if
keep
there
him
are
out,
some men in my
Take him
inbox?
back.
Are
Yeah.
there?
It could be. They're
Girl,
There
really?
are.
they're not.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
don't try to deny it now.
I know, my
Oh,
goodness.
boy.
Daryl got men in his inbox. You got
But-
gummy bears too, don't you?
Now,
Trey gummy bears.
now, Carla, let me ask you, what's your opinion of relationships nowadays?
My opinion on relationships. Now, you guys can agree or disagree, but here's my take. I strongly feel like relationships are what you make of them as an individual. And when it comes to relationships where two parties are involved, I don't know too much about, polyamorous relationships. But for those that there are two parties involved, I feel like each person either puts in and gets what they receive from it. Again, goes back to being accountable for your actions and basically making known your expectations up front. I feel a lot of single individuals think that there's some special scenario or equation that's going to say, okay, this is exactly how a relationship should go. And then when they find themselves married, it might not go exactly how they envision. But it really is what you put into it that you're going to get back from them all the time. That's
Girl,
just
why
my
would
thought.
somebody agree with that? I agree with you.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
You got it.
I think that's bullshit.
Archie! Archie, really? Why are you
Well,
so
We have our
angry?
fun.
What I'm going to say is this. You
Mad
know what?
rapper up in
Okay.
here.
Why you so mad? The mad rapper.
Why you mad? Why you so mad?
No, here's my thought on that. You have a
Okay.
person that puts in a lot, giving of themselves, sharing, caring, opening up, and all that. And that person feels like they're just running up a hill and they're never getting to the top because that other party is not emotionally available to receive what that other person is offering. So there's some people that aren't ready to receive that level of openness and caringness and all that. So you have to be ready and open to and knowing the kind of person that you're opening up to. That's all I'm saying when
You
I
gotta
said
stay
that.
off the
I agree with
dating
that
sites.
as well, completely. That definitely
Gotta
fits in
stay out
there.
these bars. That's what I got to do.
Now, is this really an issue? I mean, are men really in women's inboxes? I mean,
For me, they are.
Do you live under a
Absolutely.
rock over here?
so I know that because of time, we didn't have a chance to give our opinion, and between calls, we will, and that's my apologies because we're trying to tighten things up. But you're telling me that this really is an issue.
Yes.
Yeah, it is. It is. I can give actually two really quick examples. One, I'm one that has done much dating online on dating apps. Two very
Hello.
specific apps I've used are actually eHarmony, the one geared towards those looking for marriage, and then Tinder. So that's the complete opposite spectrum where
Tinder.
most people are just looking for hookups. So I've tried them both. One individual I found on eHarmony had a very unique name. I decided to do the Facebook search that a lot of girls do, and it turns out that he's actually engaged. So, and it was him. And when I addressed it with him, he stated, "Oh, that's not me." But all the pictures were the exact same guy. So unless he's the one catfishing the individual with the profile on Facebook, and he's really not engaged, I don't know. It's a toss-up. The other was basically a guy on Tinder. I'm not sure if anyone on the panel has used Tinder before, but it does let you know if you have mutual friends with the user of which you're speaking to. And we had a few mutual friends, so I asked one of my girlfriends about him, who's this guy? And she says, "Oh, how do you know him? Because you shouldn't be talking to him." I said, "Well, why is that?" And she said, "Well, that's my cousin, and he's actually, he's married. He's on an off-again, on-again relationship with his baby mother, but they're together, very much so together, and it was
But you were
correct
in his
when I went
mailbox.
looking for
You were
it.
in his inbox. He wasn't in your inbox then.
Well, this was actually dating, the online dating apps. As far as inbox or DMs through Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, I personally have not experienced that from individuals who have been in relationships. Now, a lot of the females that I know, they have encountered this. Yes,
But do you
they
think
have
it-
encountered this. This is a thing. There's actually groups about it. I'm not sure if you have
Oh.
spoken about this before, but it's the Sis Is This Your Man group, and there's one for every state in the U.S.
Oh my
Is this
gosh,
your
I
man,
have not.
girl?
That
I
shows
gotta
you there
look
is a
that up.
problem that they had to come up
Is
with
this
that.
your
package.
man group?
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Now, just briefly, Cheryl.
I first found out about the group for the state of Ohio. One of my girlfriends talked about it and asked that I speak about it on my podcast. That group was actually kind of lit. So I said, if this is a thing, as serious as it seems, let me see if there's one for New York. And lo and behold, I found several for the New York and New Jersey area. And there are thousands of women looking to see if their men are actually speaking to others. And there's some real cases,
Wow.
yeah.
Now,
They're
Cheryl,
real.
I'm going to say a few things. I'm going to go back to the intro of what you were saying.
Her name is Carla.
Yes, Carla, Ashley, yes.
Who did I say, Cheryl?
Man, oh man.
She said, my name is Carla Ashley.
Cheryl.
My
I'm
goodness.
Cheryl.
Cheryl
Carla.
sitting next to us.
Hey,
Please
Carla.
don't offend our...
I want to go back to
Yes.
the intro
don't
of what
offend
you
our
were
Carlas.
saying. And that
Go
is
ahead.
that these married men are in your inbox to a certain degree. My problem
Yes.
is, if you're
Daryl
going
ain't been in nobody's inbox.
listen, no, if you're going to cheat and you're married, you should cheat with somebody who's married. If you're going to cheat, get with somebody
Daryl,
who has
shut up.
just as
That
much
is
to
some
lose
bullshit you
as
just
you.
said.
My
That's the
goodness.
truth.
No,
not
you
gonna
shut
agree with
up.
that.
There's
That
no
is
way
some
I would deal
bullshit.
with a
can't
single
co-sign on
woman.
that.
Daryl,
There's no way.
You do not tell married people to cheat at all.
I said if you're going to cheat.
No, don't put if it's in front of anything that has to do with married people.
But
Don't
you-
get married
People are
mad.
cheating.
Daryl, don't put
co-sign on
emphasis
that.
in
Erica,
front of
stop
married
putting your
people.
pen down. There is a lot of pen abuse going on on this show today.
Do not put emphasis in front of stuff like that.
Well,
I think people need to be real with themselves and just, be open to having an open relationship. And if that's not for you, don't be in a relationship at all. If you know
Right.
you're going to step out on your lover.
right.
I'm gonna get married so
I
I can
do
cheat with
agree
other
with that.
married people.
I agree.
Wow.
Why do you think that people
stay
should
single.
cheat? Why do you think married people should cheat?
Cheat with other married people, so you can
Okay,
hurt a whole
okay.
bunch of people.
We're
along
gonna
the
we're
way.
gonna we're gonna have to move to the next caller.
Oh, that's
but
very
I
convenient.
will answer your
That's very
question.
Trump.
I will answer your question.
Carla, Ashley, thank
Carla,
you so much.
Carla,
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, and
Thank
tell
you,
people
Carla.
about your show and where they can reach you.
You guys can check out the Love 183 podcast because if more than half the days in your year of love went well, then damn it, I think you had a great year. Please be on the lookout
I
for
like
it
her.
on SoundCloud, iTunes, as well as Google Play Music under Love 183. Thank
You'll
you
come
so
back
much,
on
guys,
again,
for having
Carla. We love to have
me.
you
Absolutely,
back.
I'd love to. You guys have a great night, and I look forward to talking again.
Thank you. You
thank
have an
you,
awesome
Carla.
voice,
Good
so I know
luck.
we will be talking again. Okay.
All right.
And please add me, all of you guys. Thanks a
All
lot.
All right.
Thank
will.
you.
All
Thanks,
right.
All right,
Carla.
Carla, you mess
All
around.
right,
Don't
good
be
night.
single
Don't be
too long,
inboxing,
messing around, calling
okay?
up
Of
here.
course.
Wow.
Archie, you seen him?
Have a great night.
Why are you asking me all kinds of
Shoot your
questions?
shot, man.
He's asking
Shoot
me
your
all-
shot.
Hey, you gotta shoot your shot out here.
You no wonder you're asking me all kinds of questions
I
earlier.
need to know.
Excuse
I need
me.
to know
Hello.
these things.
Ain't
We'll
no
talk
ring on
later.
that finger.
We'll talk later.
Now, Cheryl, what was the question that you were asking?
Which one? The question about you. Why did you encourage, if you're going to cheat, married people should cheat with other married people?
Okay. The divorce rate is over 60%. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean that just because you're not divorced that you're not happy. You're happy in your marriage.
Okay.
People are having affairs. Okay. Now I'm saying, if you're going to cheat, why mess up this single girl's life? Why?
Or the single guy's life.
Okay, right. Get with somebody that's married, because I tell you what, a married woman will never complain that you're not with her for the holidays. You know why? Because she's with her family with the holidays.
He has thought this out though, girl, because it's making
Yes.
some sense.
Dude, if you're married and you're going to cheat, please be with somebody that's married.
Because you have the same understanding.
Erica White is
Absolutely.
not condoning this at all. So
Absolutely.
I don't either, but I
No, Cheryl, do not.
He's a
even-
good communicator.
No, this is bullshit. You're gonna hurt two families. You're gonna hurt those children. You're hurting more people. If you're gonna cheat with yourself. Get in the shower. Get one of them nozzle heads. Switch out your nozzle. Get the one that come off. That pop off the wall.
the
and
pop
take
off?
the pop off ball. and then use that. Cheat with yourself. Okay.
Nobody is
Get
going to
some
do that.
vibrating stuff that you can use with them warm up lotions. They got you.
You seem to be
Very
very versed
knowledgeable.
in this.
Actually, I'm too busy. I fall
Lubricity.
asleep before I can even get in there. I
Wow.
bought it, but I ain't never opened it.
Wow.
I get halfway there and I fall asleep.
Now we got a caller on.
Hate when that
Caller, you
I
there?
know. I was gonna use that.
Caller, you there?
Hi, yes.
Hey, I know this is not my girl, is it?
It is.
Talisa?
It's me. It's Talisa Ray.
How are you?
Hey, Talisa.
Hi, Talisa.
I'm glad you said your name because I got a couple of them.
What's up? What's up? Hey.
See, Darryl, this is why
You know I'm joking.
I don't play with you.
You know I'm joking. How are you? What's going on?
Oh, I'm doing okay. I'm dead smack in the middle of 25 days of Vlogmas. So
Wow. All right.
there's a lot of vlogging on my channel right now. And I kind of preface them like, I'm going to be on the Full Circle podcast. So on Thursday, make sure you listen to it. Like, I'm all excited.
Well,
pumping
you
it up.
know we're a family here,
'Cause it's
and
really
you're a part
good.
of that, so we
Yeah.
really appreciate that, Talisa.
That's right, girl.
Now, Talisa is she's a friend of the show.
Yes, she is.
She's a YouTube entertainment. She's a content creator. She talks about a lot of different things. Tell us about what you've been doing lately.
So right now, like I said, I'm in the middle of Vlogmas, which is you're just vlogging your daily life, so people get to see really how crazy I am in real life, and they can do all the judging they want because they're not going to come to me with that in my face. And then I started a new segment on Sundays where I do like a Sunday chit chat, and I kind of let my YouTube family direct it, and we just talk about real life stuff like, you know, love, relationships, whatever. However the conversation goes, we go with it, and I'm very candid, very upfront, very honest. I really have almost no secrets. I mean, I have some. We do have books, chapters we don't read in our books, but I'm pretty open.
Now I'm going to tell you, Talisa, why I listen to your show, watch your show. You're very you're free. You're very open. You seem like I know her. You seem very you're unique, but you're very open with the people. You have a nice following. So you were, I just like checking you out. And I hope everybody has a chance to check her channel out.
Thank you.
Now, of course, you know what today's topic is. Please say the topic because I can't say it.
Get your man out of my inbox, my direct messages, out my Facebook inbox, all that stuff. Just get your man out.
Now, our co-host here to my left is Cheryl, and she's saying, this is really a problem with men being in a women's inbox. Is this true? Men are in your inbox?
Yes.
Married
I have to agree
married
with
men
Darryl,
too?
Yes. All men, married men, single men, men that are not married but in committed relationships,
Is
men that
there
are
a
about
James
to
White
get
in your
married.
inbox? I'm just
Listen
asking
to-
for a friend. I'm joking.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness.
That's my inbox.
No.
That's your inbox.
My inbox must be really
I see
great.
my face is in there.
Nobody sends
Well,
anything
I
to my
noticed that too,
inbox.
but I was trying to keep that
my
private.
inbox is empty.
They know better.
Because
I'm like the cat.
yeah.
Now, do you engage back when they DM you? That's what I would like to know.
What about when
I
they poke
actually
you?
do.
You,
Wow.
on
I
occasion, I'll
actually
say,
do. I'm going to tell you.
tell us.
Okay. Come on.
I'm going to tell you what I do, especially
Okay.
when it comes to men that are in relationships. So what happens normally is they see me on Facebook, they think, oh, you're an attractive woman, whatever. They request me as a friend. And since I'm a YouTuber, even though this is my personal Facebook page, I still accept them. But so I go in, and it might be we have 15 mutual friends, so I accept them and I look through their friends, look at their pictures really quick, make sure, it's not like, somebody trying to hack me or any of that. Look at their family, and then the next thing I know, boom, there's something in my inbox. Hey, how you doing? I'm good. How are you? Friendly. Thanks for the ad. Normally that's how it starts. Thanks for the ad. You're welcome. They come back. How you doing? Oh, you have a pretty smile. Oh, I like your eyes. Oh, whatever. And I
Okay,
said,
hold
oh,
on.
thank you,
Hold
that's
on. I'm
nice.
writing this down because my intro's not like that. I usually say, "What's your sign?" and then they don't respond back.
What's your
Well, yeah, they're
sign?
not going to respond. And I only respond
I'm a
because
Libra.
it's good content.
Darryl, look at my face right now.
Right.
I'm going to have to hurt you.
So when they come back and they say to me, and I'm friendly, but I've already looked, so I already know that you have a situation going on. Or you could even be somebody who knows me in real life, and I know you have a situation going on. And they say something like, well, can we hang out? Can we be friends? So when they say, can we be friends, and I know you're in a committed relationship or I know you're married, I always say, we sure can be friends, me, you, and your girl. Make sure that she's there. Give her my phone number. How about you give me her number so that I can call her and we can all get together and hang out?
Okay, well, I tell you
And
this.
normally that kind of backs them off because I'm not really with the whole, you in a committed relationship, you're married, and I'm party to that. I need too much attention.
Right.
I can't be.
You
your
don't
mistress, you jump off.
roll with
I can't do it.
You don't roll with that. You're not gonna.
Now, I'm not going to lie to you. In my lifetime, I have. In my lifetime, I have. It's not something that I'm proud of. But because I was married, my husband's gone, God rest his soul, I don't like that karma. Now, I was younger when that happened, and then part of it was I didn't know, but the moment I found out, I should have walked away, but I didn't. So I know exactly what that whole thing is, and I'm not really with it. I don't want that karma on my life for my husband to be in somebody's DMs, their inbox, their whatever, texting them.
Yeah.
I don't want that karma. You know, I didn't ask God for forgiveness, and I'm all like, we're not gonna do that again.
Right.
Talisa, let me ask you a question. Let's go ahead and talk about the elephant trunk in the room. You know these guys be sending these dick pics out there to y'all ladies. I got all kinds of homegirls, friends, sisters, and everything, and they talk about it all the time.
I've tried to send those pictures, but the lens isn't wide enough. Go on.
You know, now when the lady gets those sort of pics, you know, they have options of what they want to do. Some of my homegirls, they air them out. You know, they'll just post them all over their social media and ridicule the guy. You know, and they have their conversations among themselves. When that elephant trunk shows up into your DM, how do you go about, rectifying that situation?
I just say that was that was unwanted, and you're blocked. Now,
Absolutely.
I know you guys have heard of those groups where they do that. Like, so maybe that's where they need to be. Maybe we need to start telling them, go over to those Facebook groups where all these women want to see what your package is. Well, they're excited about it, but that's not me.
I don't. You know what? I'm going to tell you. I'm not in that
There's
life
a lot of private groups
or whatever.
out there.
But if I was going to do that,
Are you serious?
I wanna
women.
I am so sheltered.
I would want to surprise
I'm sitting
you.
here just
Why would I
learning.
want to show you what I have before that happens? I like to see a woman's eyes. Wow.
You know,
what I
we're
mean?
from a different era. We're from a different era.
I can't right now,
You know, we're a little
Darryl.
more modest, a little bit more humble.
These days it's just, you know, microwave. It got to happen right now. So you
Yep,
know what?
yep,
I got
yep.
this. I got this camera. I got this erection. Bam!
Yes.
I'm taking this picture. Bam! Here you go. What's
That
happening?
is
You coming
insane.
through or not? I mean, it's
That
ridiculous.
is insane.
That's the culture
That
that's
is
out
insane.
here right now.
I'll
That's
block you if you poke me.
and-
It ain't even getting that
yeah.
far. If you send me
And that's
your
another
Facebook
form of
and you
harassment,
poke me,
you know?
I'm blocking you. Don't even poke me.
Yeah, that's internet
that's
harassment.
that's another
I'm
form of
blocking you.
harassment. You know.
Oh. Well, I don't know. Wow,
I have
that is
nothing
crazy.
in my inbox, so nobody praise Jesus. Don't nobody send nothing in my inbox except them little.
Yeah, because one guy did it, and then the word got out, and they was like, "Do not, Erica D. White, do not."
No, they don't. I get a lot of chain link prayers.
You don't even get spam.
I don't. I give chain link prayers. I get some. Here's your Christmas card, and I get a lot of questions from guys about lifting weights, and that is it. I mean, when guys ask me questions, it's really about working out. Even though my
Do you
husband
think that's
said,
a lead into something
my
else?
husband said that he said I don't get it. I really give like really lengthy answers. But I'm saying,
Yeah, you know what? It's funny that you say that because I think about that all the time. Like, what am I giving off as a woman that tells you that it's okay to come in my inbox and approach me with any of that nonsense? What is it about me? What does my sign say that makes you think it's inviting? Like, I'm saying, okay,
I'm sorry.
available and I'm listening.
I got the words for
It
you
has
now.
little or nothing to do with what a woman is doing. It's the guys.
I agree
promise
with that.
you. I'm a guy. I'm telling you, it's the guys.
That's
man.
what I'm saying.
It don't have nothing really
Talisa,
to do with the women.
This
man.
is the word that I'm trying to describe for you. She's inviting. She's warming. Does that make sense?
So I'm.
You know how some women
Yeah.
seem cold?
Oh,
She seems very nice. Like
she wants a dick pic.
nobody said that. Can we
I'm
please?
wondering
Can
where
we
we're
please
going
keep,
with this.
if we could keep the show PG, that would be like awesome.
Like when Archie
Yes,
said it,
happens
that was
here.
fine. But now I said, I'm wondering where you're taking my girl. I wonder where you're taking.
No,
Talisa.
I'm saying, you know, when a
No,
woman,
I don't know,
a
Darryl.
woman has to be careful how she talks to certain men.
Yes.
Because they may say, well, she seems so nice. She wants to be out with me.
Darryl, I don't know.
Like when I was putting these jeans on, all the girls, she was like, oh, come over here. Oh, you know, they give
All
you these
the girls
compliments.
said
All
that,
the girls.
really.
Yeah,
They were like,
the girls.
I'm gonna disagree.
All the girls
because
that you
as mean as
imagined.
I am,
I'm sure.
I don't think so. I mean, if you really look at my timeline and you really watch my videos, you know that I'm really no nonsense, and I will clap back at you so quick. So I don't know if I give off any.
No,
too
no,
friendly
Asian men like
or
that, though.
warm
Asian
and-
men
and
like that.
I'm talking
welcoming.
about in the beginning. I know you now.
Oh.
Is it a lot of Asian men in your
Okay.
DM? Asian
No,
men
you
do
know, I
like
heard about
that.
them Asian men now. My homegirl told me about them
They
too.
like aggressive black women. Trust
Tell
me.
me. Oh my gosh.
They be like, come get this fortune cookie.
Yeah, that's what they said. One
They
of them,
do.
I picked up a
Do
little,
not.
little
There's a,
seasonal
Don't
job,
sleep.
and one of them is he comes by to see me and pulls out that black card, and I'm always tempted to be like, "How you
don't
doing?"
be sleeping on them
But
Asian
I-
men.
Do you? Let me ask you, Talisa, because I know if I'm ever in your location, do you like a Golden Corral or I would like
No.
Pop his
She said
earphones
no.
on the side of his head for me.
what? Golden is in the name.
No.
It's why is it
Are
so?
you bringing your wife with you?
How dare you?
Ooh,
Why
wow.
you gotta? Why you gotta
Golden
spoil
Corral
everything?
together?
Why you gotta R. Kelly
Why do you have to
everything?
spoil? You just spoiled it.
Why you? That's you nasty.
Yeah, because we can all sit and have us some of that buffet. There's a Golden Corral, meet you and your wife, and have good old conversations about
I'm not
your
gonna.
family and stuff.
I'm not gonna bring my wife. I'm trying to have some
What is
fun.
that called? A polyeucharist
Wow, you can't
relationship? A polyeucharist? What is
Oh,
that?
Wow,
we're not having a
polyamorous.
polyamorous relationship now. We just gonna be friends.
Wow. Okay. Now,
Polyamorous?
Talisa, tell people how they can reach you to find out more about you and see how inviting you are.
You can find me on YouTube. He's hilarious at Talisa Ray. It's T as in Tom A Lisa Ray R-A-E. On Instagram, on Snapchat, and on Twitter at I am Talisa Ray. You can find me, and sometimes I wonder because I do talk back. So maybe I need to just start growling at everybody. Because I do. I talk back
right.
to everybody.
Wow.
So-
Well,
She's gonna get
it
the
was
Easter
awesome
man.
talking with you
The
as
Easter man will be
always,
coming.
and I'll be in touch with you very soon. Okay.
You guys, happy
Darryl, you're so
holidays.
full of
Really
crap.
like Merry Christmas.
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.
Merry
Happy
Christmas,
holidays.
honey.
Wait a
Enjoy
minute.
your
Hold
New
on.
Year.
What is that you black people celebrate? Kwame?
Kwanzaa.
Happy
Kwanzaa.
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 Happy Kwanzaa.
You
Happy
black people.
Kwanzaa.
You guys
Us black
take care.
people celebrate.
You black people.
Great. Thank you. Have a great night.
I
Okay.
celebrate Christmas.
Thank you,
You
sweetheart.
too.
Have a
Bye-bye.
great
Celebrate
night.
them
Have a
all.
great evening.
I celebrate Christmas.
We got another caller on call. Are you there?
Hello?
Yes, we're here.
Hi. How are you? This.
Good, how are you?
These ladies are from the Salon Talk podcast. How are you today?
Great. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much for calling into the show. Now, give your names, please, and tell us about your show and what you've been doing.
Oh, my name is Erica. My name is Erica. And
How do you spell
so
that?
the show, yeah, that's Felicia.
Is it Erica with a C or a K?
Can we please?
It's Erica with an A.
Why do you have to have such spellage?
Well, is it E-R-I-K-A or E-R-I-C-A?
Nobody spells it with a K.
That's not
It's
true.
an A-R-I-C-A.
Oh, see, okay, Erica. My name's Erica too, but I spell it correctly.
Right.
Hi.
What's up, Erica? I'm just messing with you. What's up, Erica?
Erica and
Erica
Felicia.
and Felicia.
Erica and Felicia. Tell us about your show, please. Can you hear me?
So,
You
They're
guys,
in the salon right now.
they're doing something. They're laughing.
They drinking in the salon.
It's about life. Basically, we tap into the entrepreneurs around town and other places and states, and we just bring them on to engage with them about their whatever they have going on, and we talk relationships, business, life, sex.
Excuse me, hold
That was
on.
loud. That's the one thing that
yeah.
came. They're like,
One already
was
said
Erica.
sex, and then I don't know if it's an echo or is it.
No,
Okay.
Yeah, who was that? Erica or Felicia? That was like sad.
that was Erica.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's cool. Now, ladies, let me ask you, what is your opinion of relationships nowadays?
this is Erica talking. So I mean, I look around and I think, are people just kind of like settling? Because I feel like people are dealing with a lot. Because maybe they're getting older, or maybe they want a role model for their kids. Maybe they just want someone to help them, maybe even financially.
I feel like you're describing Daryl's
I mean, I
mom.
know a couple of genuine couples, and the love is real and all that, but I just don't know anymore. It's just like everybody's just hopping in relationships.
Okay. Go on.
I think that they can be really well if it's healthy.
Right.
I think that if you are a person that's looking to be in a relationship, I think that a lot of people aren't looking inside first to make sure they're all together before they go out. And that's how relationships end up being so toxic. So I think it could be good. And I think that it can be overdone. Like, people are settling out there versus taking the time and doing the work and building something good.
I'm going to agree with what you're saying because of the fact that the divorce rate is so high. I think that so many people want that wedding. They like to belong. It seems that some women, they love telling you that they're in a relationship. They love showing that they're in a relationship. I see so many women, they have all these pictures with their significant other, and then it doesn't work out. Now they got to go in there and do the whole Facebook cleanup, deleting 100 pictures. Someone told me that women post for other women. Is this true?
You can ask me that. I don't post pictures of guys.
They said that women post for other women.
You want to take that one? I don't like pictures of myself. I post them for myself. I don't post pictures with guys because that's my business.
I like that. Okay.
To be involved in that.
Okay. Now, are men really in women's inboxes? Is this really a problem?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
How?
Just creeping, saying all kind of crazy stuff and stupid little, try to be slick and whether they have a girlfriend or not, they're just they're in the inbox, sneaking and sneaking.
Are you talking about me?
I like her. She said trying to be slick. Slick Willie.
Okay, well,
You know something you want to tell us?
if you're single and you want to meet men, how else are you going to meet them?
Darryl.
I mean, if they're, I'm saying,
What?
why isn't this inboxing?
You can meet people at church, Darryl.
Oh,
Church
man.
place is the craziest place for people.
oh,
Come on
man.
now.
Home Depot.
Yeah, you can meet people at decent people at church.
Girl, that's a lie.
Oh, you
Straight from
can't?
the pit of hell.
Oh my God, you heathens!
You're supposed to be going to church to get closer with your Savior,
Yes.
not to
Amen.
meet a man
That's
or a
right.
woman.
There are lots of big church ladies that go to meet men.
Girl, they should not be meeting people
There's
at
lots of church ladies there. That's where Jesus sent their men. You know, when they pray and they be like, Lord, please send me a good man. That's where church ladies go to find where Jesus sent them.
And you know what? Here's the thing. You got to be careful. You got to be careful of very
Where else you gonna
religious
go get
people
your blessing that God
because a lot of very, very religious people have lived some very foul lives, and they're going there to get themselves
Watch
together.
your mouth, Darryl.
I'm just saying.
Watch your
No,
mouth.
I agree with him, girl.
Those are the ones you got to watch.
I agree
Foul, they
with
were
him.
sinners. They were not foul. They were sinners before. Now they found. Now, what I said, where would church ladies
Found more
go?
people to get into trouble with.
Church ladies have to go to church to get what they prayed for. So the two men that they prayed, all 30 of them prayed for, is in the church. So you go to church. To
You
get
know what?
your
I want to
man.
find out where Eric and Felicia salon is at. You know what I'm saying? You know,
They
y'all
seem
talk
like they
about
having fun,
yeah,
too.
yeah, salon
you
talk.
need to go- you need to go to
I want
church,
to find out
Archie.
where the salon is at.
You don't wanna go to
I'm
church?
gonna
You know
hit the
what?
salon
You
first.
don't wanna go to
know?
church with me on Sunday, Archie?
I'm gonna hit the salon first.
Oh,
you know?
you got-
You know, I
and
gotta
then
make
if
sure I look
everything
good,
don't work
you know,
out, then you go?
Wow.
Take the girls
house.
to church with him.
Absolutely, too.
He said that if everything don't work out, he might come to church. Give him a
man.
church lady.
Look, man, you got to check out the salon first.
Now,
though. Get the
ladies, I'll
salon
let you
talk.
get the final comment before I ask you to tell people where they can reach you to find out more about your show. But give us some more about the problems with men being in your inbox, please.
Dang, Darryl, you all hard on that question?
About the meat in your inbox, please.
I want to find out.
Popeyes chicken too.
I want to find out
With the biscuit.
what's going on. I mean, I didn't know that this was really a problem, but I guess it really is. Go on, ladies.
I'm not sure why you're so shocked.
Right.
Can you bring Darryl a biscuit too from Popeyes? But don't forget the water. 'Cause
I
you'll
don't,
make your
you know
mouth
what?
dry.
I went to Popeyes one time and that was terrible. It was terrible.
Darryl, it was not terrible.
Oh my God, it was so spicy. It was terrible. But anyway, let's get back to the ladies. So go on, please, with the problems with inboxing.
This is turning you on, Darryl.
My thing
That's
is,
because
don't be a creep. You know, I mean, just the hey, sexy. Oh, you look good. You take it. Then they can't spell.
Oh my God,
my
that is the worst.
Girl, ain't nothing wrong with the grammar police.
I cannot stand that.
Or they think because they spell like fur, F-E-R instead of for, you know. Or
Right.
don't spell phonetics to me. I don't like phonetics.
Right.
You don't need any of that type of stuff.
So what do you have to do? Block them?
And get you farther.
And you know what? Don't you hate people that respond in emoticons to everything? Please type. Do not send me pictures with the little stuck out tongue or heart eyes.
Erica,
Unless you my girlfriend.
I'm sorry,
Erica,
girl.
how dare you?
Oh, you can't. What? I know,
How
Darryl.
dare you?
Girl,
I send you text messages, and I want to let you know, okay, I'm cool with what you're just saying. Smiley face.
Okay, so I'm the worst offender, but I don't want to get it from other people.
Okay, wow.
I mean, and it's a bit weird when we don't know each other. I don't know your humor, you don't know mine.
Right.
Just send me these
And I
weird
send you a poop
emojis, like,
emoticon. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what are you trying to say by these.
Wow. Well, okay, this has just been a very enlightening show. That's all I can
You send me
say.
that eggplant, and I think you mean you want to go gardening, and you really sending me an eggplant.
No,
You
Man.
No, I'm sending
So-
that
send
eggplant.
that eggplant. You send it with the flash where it comes doing its shakes.
And we're going to have to get out of the studio, so we're going to have to really keep it tight.
Okay.
Send me that eggplant.
But I'm going to let you know, ladies, about me.
Terrible.
I plant seeds, okay?
Darryl,
I meet somebody,
Darryl,
I
you're
plant a
married.
seed.
nobody
I
cares
plant a
about your
seed.
Your seed is
And
old.
then I'll come back to see
It's
if
sprouted.
it has grown,
It
okay?
ain't even
And it could
sprouting
grow
anymore.
into a very good, close relationship. I'm not talking about an intimate relationship,
Like a
okay?
sycamore tree, old and twisted.
I plant seeds,
What a treat.
okay? Is this wrong?
You don't have a
So if it's in somebody's inbox, hey, how are you? I really, what's your sign?
Darryl,
What?
nobody does that anymore. Nobody says, "What's your sign?" That's like so
70s.
I was
Yeah,
going to say
70s,
70s.
yeah.
I've been married for 23 years. I don't. When we were dating, that's what people said. I didn't know that this changed.
Then why do you care? Don't even worry about it. Stay.
I like being hip with the latest trends.
I tell you how you be hip. You go home tonight and sit in your living room with your wife and be hip right there and ask her what her sign is.
You're going to be hip in the Toledo General Hospital.
I'll come for
This
me.
is the General
Come
Hospital.
for me. Just
Wow. Okay, but ladies, thank you so much for calling in. Tell people how they can reach you and find out more about the Salon Talk podcast.
because Archie wants to go there first.
I'm going to the salon. I'm telling you.
I know.
I'm coming through.
And then church.
and then to the church.
Church.
On Instagram, we are Salon Talk Podcast. On Twitter and Snapchat, Salon Talk Pod. Facebook, Salon Talk Podcast. And then you can find the podcast. Yep, the website. You want to give the website, please?
Podcast.com/blog.
Can I find you? I want to be on this site. I want to be I see what they got the panda. They got these ears and the nose. Where is that? I want to be a tiger or something like that. Where are you on that site?
What?
What's that?
What is
Talking
that?
about Snapchat. And
He's
because
talking about
that uncool,
Snapchat.
Y'all shouldn't even answer. You know, Erica.
I wanna be a lion.
Y'all's cool. I'm gonna send you a thing. Please do not. Darryl, you should be stop embarrassing yourself and everyone on the Full Circle podcast.
Why you got to put the whole show name into it?
I don't know how to get you to stop. I don't know how to get you to stop. I
Okay,
don't do
ladies,
it like that.
thank you so much for calling. We appreciate it, and I'll be in contact with you very soon.
You know how when you were little, your
Thank
mama
you.
would say,
Okay, thank you.
you would say,
Have a
stop
good night.
Have a great
embarrassing
night.
everybody in this
Hey,
family.
Felicia, y'all have a good evening.
Good night, ladies. You
Now-
have a
You
whole
said that
family.
all.
Now, I would like to hear from our guest on this subject before we
Yes.
move to the next subject. Cheryl,
Yes.
Sure.
I won't even ask you a question more so, but what are your concerns with this men in the inbox. Talk to me about it.
Well, it's interesting because I do have, and I was showing everybody, my inbox, I do get a lot of things in the inbox. And everything we talked about here tonight, I've gotten in my inbox. And sometimes I don't respond, but what's interesting to me is even if I respond because I do think it's nice if people think that I'm cute or nice, or they say those things, whatever. So every once in a while I'll go ahead and hit a thank you, I hope you have a great day. Then I immediately get back, can we hook up? I'd like to get to know you better. I immediately say, I'm in a relationship or I have a boyfriend. And they do I didn't ask you about your boyfriend. I have some that come back that strong, like, I don't care about your boyfriend.
Tell them that you're born again. That usually, wow. It's like power off.
Blur, blur,
Don't even
blur.
say I go to church, say I'm born again.
Wow.
But I am concerned. What I'm more concerned about now is the next, my daughter's 14. So now I'm concerned,
My daughter is 14.
So then I start thinking, what's going on? You have to hand me your phone. Let me see what's going on. I got to block. Because there's a level of it that's too strong. For me personally, I'd rather someone say, hey, you're pretty, or whistle, instead of hey, I don't like you, or hey, you're ugly. Okay, I can handle that, but I think it's a little too much and stalkerish and creepy, like some of our guests had said today. There's a level dudes, I know some of them are actually being sincere, where, hey, this is the only way I know how to connect with you, so I want to say, hey, I think you're cute, or hey, how you doing, or are you available? But once someone tells you, I'm not interested in seeing your area, or I don't want to go to lunch with you,
Your teeny tiny zip code.
yeah, then you don't have to be mean to us, and then you can back out of the inbox. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So my concern, actually, even more than myself, is A, I hope my son's not doing that to people, and B, I hope people aren't doing it to my daughter.
Awesome.
Wow. Now, what you got, Archie? What's your opinion?
Well, here's the thing. For me, I never approach a woman's DMs. I just don't.
Because you're a gentleman, aren't you?
I just don't, because
Right.
the way I figure it is, there are enough nonverbal and verbal cues and clues that a lady will give you to let you know that, what, she's receptive to communication on the more intimate level, where it's one-on-one communication and not through the social media for the world to see. So, and it's tough in this social media age to, if you're not in tune to those sort of clues too, you have to pay attention. That's one thing that guys have to be a lot more aware of. Pay attention to a lady. She will let you know if she's interested or if she's not, And sometimes a person can go from being not interested to not interested, back and forth. You're going to have to go ahead and take that, deal with it.
Very good point. Because I told Erica, I don't even ask a woman to dance unless she's snapping her finger. That lets me know she wants to dance, and she looks at me, I look at her, and then I go over there and I extend my hand.
And sometimes they still say no, because they want to dance with their friends.
Well, that could be
and
the
you know what? And that's fine, because you know what? You don't have the right to invade a lady's space.
I get jiggy with it. Trust me.
Dear God, jiggy with it.
Trust me.
Let me tell you. Can I tell you something real fast about dancing? I've been doing the same dance since 1983.
I wish we could see it.
That same old two-step. I'm telling you, baby. I'll be breaking it down. I tell you, boy, it's something to see. I'm telling you. Do it fast, and then you can do it slow. I'm telling you.
But I need room. When I dance, I gotta have room.
Oh my God, he's doing the Carlton.
You got to get your Carlton on.
Is that what it is?
So unusual.
I've been doing that dance forever.
And I am so not surprised.
The running man. I need room. When I dance, people clear out.
Absolutely.
I'm sure
my
they do.
opinion on the DM, on what goes down in the DM.
Wow.
I'm going to give you my opinion.
Talk to me.
I think.
Thank everybody for no.
No, you know what? I always think that the way I think it, where people are going to always test the water. So you don't have to be putting out any type of signal or anything on your page. If people think you're attractive, or you can put up something, or you come across the way, people are always going to put a line out to see how you're going to respond to it. You have control always how you respond to anything and how you want to be perceived. You have that control. So if you don't want dick pics, as soon as someone sends you one, I'm not even going to respond to it. I'm going to block you, and I'm going to get rid of it. I don't have time to play those games or let you even think that you can get into any of my space like that. So some people, but I'm not saying that some people that have fun with it, that's okay. It is whatever you want to do on social media, but you have the right. It's your page. You can post what you want. I have the right not to see certain things or have that type of stuff. Like when people put on their page, all I see is social stuff, all I see is negative stuff on social media. Well, those are the people you chose to put in your news feed. Just like if you're getting certain things sent to you in your inbox, you're choosing to allow those things to come through. So if you don't want to see it, then stop it from coming through.
Wow, very good point. If we can move to the next segment.
And this has been a segment from your mother.
Wow.
The church lady.
Yeah, no, that's been from the church lady.
I'm going to do a quick.
Dang,
I'm going to do a quick
I know I
apology.
cuss y'all, but I'm the realest church lady y'all know.
I'm going to do a quick apology, and then we're going to move into Erica's segment. I would like to apologize to all the women who have misinterpreted my seed planting.
What the hell?
Planting seeds. Hi, how are you? You're just getting to know people, and if you misinterpret that as I'm in your DM, that is not my intention.
If you sent that message to their DM, then you're in their DM.
Hey, I've had a girl, I call her Happy Wednesday, every Monday.
Oh, dear
hey,
God.
Happy Monday, Tuesday, Happy Tuesday, Wednesday, Happy Wednesday.
I asked you not to tell anybody about that.
She's in my inbox, but she doesn't mean any harm.
Doing too much.
She doesn't mean any harm. Does that make sense?
Darryl, we're going to talk later.
Okay.
I pray for you every night, Lord. I do. I'm not calling you Lord. Don't get that mixed up, because then you may get a bigger head and you already got. I pray for you every night, comma, Lord. Grammar police in the house.
Wow. Well, Erica, let's get into your segment, Erica's Fitness Minute. What you got
y'all.
going on?
Hey, you guys. How you doing tonight?
All is
So
well.
anyway, all is well.
All is well. All is
All
well.
right. So I had a simple question of people were asking about holiday parties. So as you know, I have joined Weight Watchers. I'm down 10 pounds. I still got 40 to go.
Congratulations. You
Thank
look gorgeous.
guys. Thank you.
Just to interrupt just for 2 seconds, we got to thank our sponsor for Erica's segment.
Yes.
My girl,
Giovanna Boudreau.
absolutely,
From
Fit Thick Girls.
Yes.
Check her out. Check out her Facebook page, Fit Thick Girls, and check out her website, fitthickgirls.com, for all of her social media and picking up her clothing. Now, what you got, Erica?
Yes, picking up her clothing, definitely. So, what to do for the holidays? The holidays are off and they're popping. And so I've had a couple of people ask me what they can do, because you want to be able to enjoy it without, filling out, getting big and fluffy, okay? So instead of focusing on what you should avoid, focus on what you should be doing, right? So one, don't go hungry. It is okay. You want to eat something before you go. So we're talking about something with high fiber, protein, and a little healthy fat, okay? 2, move the room. Don't sit for long periods of time. So don't sit down with that plate and sit there. Get a little plate and move around the room and talk to people. That's what you're there for, right? Next, if it's one of those buffets, you go up there and scan it. Don't follow the leader. You want to be first in line or be last. You want to have time to scan and get what you want to eat. Don't follow everyone else in line. And my final tip, the best one, is you want to never end or begin a party without water. So you start the party and end the party with water.
And I will say 2 things on that. You have Giovanna Boudreau, and you have always encouraged me to drink water, and I greatly appreciate that. I've had migraines, I have issues. Water is the key. And the other thing is, you were talking about a lot of things moving during the holidays, moving.
Mm-hmm.
I saw on a show, you black people get something called itis or something, isn't it?
You black people.
Actually,
No, I mean,
I checked with
Is
my
that-
doctor about this. All people get it. The itis it started in Africa. It really did. They did some studies, and when they dug up Lucy, the original the mother of all creation, they found out that when they tested her bones, that the itis started in Africa, but it was expanded through all generations, all civilizations. So it's expanded through Egypt, through Africa, back to the Middle East, through China, and through the European nations, and so everyone gets the itis.
wow, interesting. And do they get gout as well? My aunt calls it gouch.
Gouch.
She says gouch.
Hold on. Most people call it the gout.
But you know what, though? You know what, Archie? It makes sense, though. when she says gouch because it hurts.
It hurts.
It hurts. I guess so.
I've never had it, but I heard it hurts.
Gouch
Oh, my
is
goodness.
actually a derivative also. When they dug up Lucy's bones, you remember Lucy? That's where it was. Gouch. Gouch is the derivative of gout. So you know how we have those Latin words? Actually, it's Latin for gout.
Interesting. Well, I didn't know my aunt was very versed in Latin, the Latin language. Wow.
Yes, gouch
That's
is
it.
Latin. Black
Gouch.
Latin. Black Latin.
Pig Latin.
Wow.
Not pig Latin.
Yeah.
Black Latin.
Black Latin.
Man. Well, let's get into
This show is so educational. You guys are so
And I'm
smart
learning
now.
a lot. Oh my gosh.
Right.
And I thought
Real
I'm learning
news.
so much.
Real,
Yeah.
real
Wow.
news. Real
Well-
news. Real news. Bigly.
So what's
Pretty much.
producers at the Gooch? Yeah, absolutely. Now,
Black Latin.
before we
Hashtag Black
thank
Latin.
everybody, what's everybody got going on? What you got coming up?
I'm in with Sonia Organics. Remember, she was on the show. We are going to be teaching men. We've actually had a lot of men reach out to us.
They need to learn a lot.
They want to know how to cook healthy and how to put their workouts together with healthy eating. So, coming in February, along with Dr. Mitchell, we are going to be putting together and it's going to be a small charge, like I think we're trying to keep it around $20, where we're going to be working one-on-one with men to teach them how to put their workouts together with eating for healthy living.
That's very
Wow,
good.
wow.
And they're going to listen to us women. Can you believe that? Like
No.
they are asking for the ladies to do this for them.
I think that's great.
Cool,
That sounds
cool.
exciting.
What you got going on, Archie?
Man, we just selling a whole bunch of shirts, T-shirts. Let me tell you what. We Stay Ready All-Stars because it's cold outside. We got these hats. We got our beanies. We are out here grinding
Got some
hard.
head wraps for the ladies at
Yeah,
night.
got-
I need
got-
a little beanie hat, at night
Got
when
you
I
covered.
sleep.
Got you covered. Got you covered. Got you
I
covered.
like them.
What we're doing basically is
Okay.
making sure that, through the Christmas holiday into the new year, we are going to make sure that everyone is clothed in Three Kings clothing all the way through, from the joggers to the sweatshirts to the T-shirts to the hats to the beanies to the scarves, the head wraps, the everything. So that's our primary, secondary, and tertiary focus.
Wow, awesome.
All three focuses.
Wow, I like
This
that.
bro has a awesome vocabulary.
He does. He
Awesome.
absolutely.
However,
Awesome.
when I touched Archie's hat, Archie took his hat back really quickly.
But
He was like, "You gotta get your own." He was like that.
And he folded it.
I know he folded it up.
Just
Go
so.
to threekingsclothing.com.
That is merchandise.
That's where you can get
Get
your
that, yes.
own.
Thank you,
Right.
Archie. What about
No,
you,
my
Cheryl?
brother, you have to get your own.
Yeah. Cheryl, what you got going
Wow.
on?
You know what? Well, this weekend will be, the holiday weekend's coming up.
What's your show on?
And my show will be on. Our show is coming on this weekend, Saturdays at 8 on Buckeye Broadband Channel 69. That's 8 a.m. But you can find
On
us
Saturday?
On Saturday. But
Okay.
you can also Sunday at noon, and you can also find us on YouTube. And please go to the Glass City Grind Facebook page and like us.
Like us on Instagram.
Instagram, Glass City Grind. Of course, you can find me at Cheryl Sunshine on all my social media. That'd be great. I'm always, out. My kids keep me very busy on the weekend, but the most exciting thing is our show comes out, and that's your weekly dose to get
Wow.
you through your weekly grind.
has
Awesome.
talented
Sunshine
kids.
to have you on the phone. Like, put your mother on the phone. Let me tell you what, I ain't coming home no more. I'm going with Sunshine. Bye.
Absolutely.
right.
Absolutely.
What about you, D-Dog?
What you got?
Well, you know what? I will
You and
be.
the Trumpster.
Oh,
What
you're
y'all got
gonna
going?
Yeah.
He's going to be studying that tax reform this weekend.
Yeah, I'm
That's
going to be
it.
checking that out. I'm going to be spending some time with the family. I've been doing some shift changes at work, so now I'll be back to my normal. Hang out with the kids. I'm sure we'll go see Star Wars, so I have a review for that coming up. I will also be working on making the Roundtable podcast show, which Archie is one of the cast members.
Yes.
One of the best podcasts that we can produce for the Full Circle Podcast Show. And that's what I'm going to be taking care of. That's what I got. We want to thank everybody for helping us achieve over 750 likes on Facebook.
Yes.
And over 190 subscribers on our YouTube channel. Thanks for sharing with your friends and family. And please, if you can, leave us a review on iTunes. If you mention if you give a review on iTunes,
Right.
we'll mention your name on our show. Please
And you
again.
can choose which one of us you want to mention your name. I'm
Wow.
sure it'll
Okay.
Oh my
be-
gosh.
We can
She'll
do
be
that.
like, Erica, mention my name.
We can do that. Again, don't
Make it
forget
a
to check out
competition.
our sponsors, Three Kings Clothing.
That's us right here.
Yep, absolutely. So check us out. You want to do the conclusion? You're not even on the page.
You guys have not been on the same page.
Oh
all
my
night.
goodness, where am I? Oh, here I am. I'm sorry. You guys, it's been a really tough week for me. It's Christmas. So
She's blind. Can I just say that? Am I allowed to say that?
Wow.
you
It
can
is said.
always visit us, friends of God. You can always visit us at www.fullcircle.
I'm sorry. I should have done it.
You might should have gone ahead and done it. She's so
you
sweet.
can always
has a
visit
thick
us
tongue.
at fullcirclepodcastshow.com, and all of our info is there, including ordering information for Carmen's new CD, as well as Darryl's latest book, and pretty soon, Three Kings. You can also email us at fullcirclepodcastshow@gmail.com. Now, don't be slipping stuff in our DM, because we slip it right back to you, okay?
Wow.
Right here. For questions, comments, or if you want to be a guest or even a sponsor on the show or an episode, you can always check us out at iTunes and Stitcher. Thank you, and remember, take a stand for something. If you have an opinion, use it.
No, you said it wrong. I can't believe this.
I get another take?
Okay.
Okay. Take
a stand for something.
You have an opinion.
Use it.
Didn't I say that?
No.
I didn't.
It was
Oh.
close,
Not so
though,
much.
girl.
My God.
We want to thank our
Beautiful,
guests. Everybody, you have a great night.
Thank
Carmen
you.
is so hard to follow up.
Thank you for having us.
Crime. Let's get it together. Education. Let's get it together. Marriage. Let's get it together. Politics. Let's get it together. Full circle. Poverty. Let's get it together. Race. Let's get it together. Full circle.